Hi everyone. In the last video we were discussing about second unit of first chapter, that is Indian economy from 1950 to 1990. We already discussed about the types of economy that India followed. What type of after independence India was under dilemma that what kind of economy to be followed. For this particular question, we answered in the last video that India is having mixed economy. There are three types of economies in the world. First one is capitalistic economy, second one is socialistic economy, third one is mixed economy. India is having mixed economy. In reality, I told you in the last class, in the last lecture, that China, Russia, North Korea, these countries are having socialistic economic system, but in reality all economies are known as mixed economy, because in socialistic country the role of government is more than private sector. Okay, but that doesn't mean the role of private sector is not there. A country will be having the role of both the sectors, private sector and government sector. So these are the things we discussed in the last video. So in this video I am going to deal with next segment in unit 2, that is Indian economy from 1950 to 1990. In this particular unit what we are going to study is Indian economic condition during this particular time period from 1950 to 1990. In that particular 40 years of time, what are the major things or what are the major changes happened in Indian economy? That is what we are going to study. What we studied in the first unit? We studied in first unit about Indian economic condition during British rule. In this chapter we are studying the situation or condition of Indian economy under Indian government about 40 years. Okay, so after independence India decided to follow mixed economy, and also India has set up or established a planning commission for formulating plans and programs to to get the development path. Okay, I told you that in the year 1950 India has set up in planning commission. So the first thing planning commission was did to introduce 5-year plans. Very important. It is a milestone of Indian economy. 5-year plans. Very, very important. 5-year plans. Planning commission introduced the concept or the plan, you can say program, the plan, you can say it is a plan, 5-year plan. Planning commission introduced 5-year plans scheme. This was first introduced in Russia. Okay, Russia was the first country to formulate this scheme, that is 5-year plans, and after that India copied that plan from Russia and introduced in our country. Okay, what is 5-year plan? 5-year plan, it is a plan which will concentrate any particular sector in a country for next 5 years. The word 5 is there. For 5 years of time, government will invest more and more money in any particular sector. Say for example, in our country agriculture is having plenty of problems. What in 5-year plans we are going to do is, we will invest for next 5 years, we will invest more and more money in agriculture sector, and after that we will take up industry. So next 5 years we will invest more and more money into industrial sector. After after industrial sector, then we will take up another sectors, we will invest more and more money in that sector. So why it is so? Because at that time it is very difficult to improve all the sectors of an economy. Very difficult. We are not having enough of money. We are not having unlimited resources. We cannot do that. if we are having unlimited resources, then we can invest at a time. Then we can invest more and more money in all the sectors. The only thing why we are not able to invest more and more money in all the sectors is because we are having scarce resource, which means we are having unlimited resource. That is why we are not able to invest more and more money in all the sectors. That is why 5-year plans has been introduced, and this particular concept will concentrate investing any one sector, investing money in any one of the sector which is backward. For example, 5-year, you understood what is 5-year plan is. First 5-year plan, the time period of first 5-year plan is 1951 to 56. This was the time period of first 5-year plan. In first 5-year plan, Government of India has decided to give importance to agriculture. Okay, at that time, our agriculture sector was facing a lot of problems. There was no irrigation facilities. There were no improved technology in agriculture sector. There were no fertilizers. There were no proper technology. So lot of problems were there in that agriculture sector in that particular time period. So, and also agriculture is backbone of our country. So that is why what Government of India did is, in first 5-year plan, government decided to invest more and more money in agriculture sector. In that particular time period, Indian government has introduced various new technologies in agriculture sector and irrigation facilities and subsidy to the various regions and various plans and programs. So, in first 5-year plan, agriculture was the main sector to improve. So, this is the time period of first 5-year plan. So far there are 12 5-year plans. So far, 12 5-year plans has undertaken in our country, and in 2014, Indian government has decided not to implement, from now onwards, not to implement 5-year plans. So now in our country 5-year plans have been stopped. So, and also Planning Commission has replaced as Niti Ayoga, and 5-year plans are stopped. So in how many 5-year plans are undertaken in our country? 12 5-year plans are undertaken. The first 5-year plan has started in the year 1951, and again it has started to after 56, 1957 to 62, another 5-year plan. So that is about industry and all those things. And so like that, 12-year plans, 12 5-year plans are undertaken in our country. So you understood what is 5-year plan. So now the next segment comes here is goals of 5-year plans. Goals of 5-year plans. We are not studying in detail about every 5-year plans in our country which are undertaken. So the only thing what we are studying is what is 5-year plan and what is the goal of 5-year plans, or what is the aim of 5-year plans. That is what we limit to the study of that much only. We are not going to study in detail about every 5-year plans. Okay, that is not, we are not, that is not we are studying. We are only studying what is 5-year plan, which means meaning of the 5-year plan, and also goals of 5-year plans. There are 4 goals for 5-year plans. One is growth. Achievement of growth is the 5-year goal of 5-year plan. Then modernization. There are 4 goals of 5-year plans. Then self-reliance. Self-reliance. 4th one is equity. These are the 4 goals that 5-year plan is having. Why, you may say that, you may ask that why should we have, or what is the reason for having 5-year plans in our country? In order to achieve these 4 goals, we should have 5-year plans. And then, what is growth? So one by one I will explain the goals of 5-year plans. What is growth? Growth is a increase in the capacity of production of goods and services of our country. If the capacity of our country, the capacity of production of goods and services is called as growth. Okay, and growth will be, see, I will repeat once again. Growth means a country's capacity or power or production of goods and services, that is called as growth. Growth is different, development is different. Both are different words and having different meaning. Growth is different one, development is different one. You will understand what is the difference between these two words in the next segments. So here, the goal of 5-year plans are 4. The first one is growth. Growth, it will be indicated by GDP. Growth can be indicated by GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. What is GDP? It is the long form of GDP is gross domestic product. How GDP is calculated in our country? How GDP is calculated? GDP is the market value of all goods and services produced in a country. GDP, I already explained in the last videos. Market value of goods and services produced in a country within a year. See, I will repeat it. GDP means market value of goods and services produced within a country in a year, in a particular year. Say, for example, there are 5 goods are produced in a country. The namely A, B, C, D, E. These are the 5 goods produced in a country. These are the only 5 goods produced in our country. And what is the GDP of our country? You can see market value of, what is the market value of these 5 goods? Market value of A good is 10, B good also 10. The market value of both, all 5 goods is 10. And the GDP is 50. It is very simple. Market value of all the goods produced in a country. That is the GDP. Here, growth means expanding the production of goods. Expanding the production of goods and services, which shows increase in the GDP. If GDP increases, which means that country is growing, not developing. That country is growing. Growth is happening in that particular country. That means, okay? Once again, I will repeat it. GDP means market value of all goods and services are produced. Example, there are 5 goods are produced in our country. The market value of all the 5 goods is known as GDP. Okay? Then, next one is modernization. Modernization means adopting new technology. Remember, adopting new technology. Without technology, it is impossible to get development path. It is highly impossible. Without technology, without adoption of technology, development is not possible. So day by day, the world, entire world is getting newer and newer technology. You can see earlier, 10 years back, we were using, we were not having screen touch mobiles. Nowadays we are having screen touch mobiles. So like that, our technology is improving day by day. So adoption of technology is very important. Why it is very important? It is very important for agriculture. It is very important for industry. It is very important for service sector. All the 3 sectors, they are very important part of an economy, and at the same time, adoption of new technology in all the 3 sectors is very important. So in case if we are not having good amount of technology in agriculture, we cannot produce more and more agriculture goods. Earlier, we were not able to produce enough amount of grains or other agriculture products. Nowadays, we are producing more than what we used to produce goods and services, agriculture goods and services. Why we are why we are able to produce more goods than before is because of adoption of new technology. And industry, it will come to industry as well. Earlier we were not having enough industries. Still we are not having enough industry. That is a different issue. But we are having more number of industries compared to previous one. Okay. So and also, it is very simple. What I am trying to tell you that technology will play very important role in all three sectors: agriculture sector, industrial sector, and service sector. Without adoption of technology, development is not possible. And it is, modernization means, I told you, modernization means adoption of new technology. It does not only limit to adoption of new technology. Okay, that modernization that doesn't just mean adoption of new technology. It also refers to or studies about changes in social outlook. Nowadays, the social outlook has been changing. You can see women are more competitive than before. Women are more competitive than before. Now you can see no single male student will get first rank in our country. Most of the time. So every year, girl student will get more and more result. And in politician also, and scientists and doctors. So social outlook is also changing. It is very important to change the social outlook. Okay, modernization means that is not just adoption of new technology, and it is also changing social outlook. Okay, so this is what modernization means. In the next video, I will explain rest of these 2 points. So what I explained so far is what is 5-year plan and what are the goals of 5-year plans: growth, modernization, self-reliance, and equity. I explained the 2 goals of 5-year plans, and in the next video I will explain these 2 points. Okay, thank you.